Hey guys, I'm Mr. Rick with the Alcohol and Drug Counseling Studies Institute online. Today I'm going to do a really brief video on covering the requirements to become an RADT in California through CCAPP. So before we get into the requirements, one thing I wanted to just point out is that the RADT or the RADT, however you want to call it, I'm not sure what the actual name is, but the Registered Alcohol and Drug Technician designation is different from certification itself. I always see people posting on the Facebook job boards that they have their RADT certification. And it's interesting when they use that term because it shows that they might not understand the differences between registration, certification, and then licensure. And I know that it's just semantics, but it's an important point to be aware of. So you have to first start off by taking the orientation course, which is covering ethics, confidentiality, and boundaries. And not every CEU provider or CE provider is approved or authorized to offer this course. There's probably no more than maybe 10 providers that offer this course at this time. Even our program at ADCSI Institute, we're not approved to offer this specific course to just our students. And matter of fact, we've actually opted out to even doing that. So we just refer everybody to take the CCAPP course at this time until we start offering it possibly in the near future. But after you complete your 9-hour orientation, save a copy of that certificate to your desktop or wherever you're going to save it, because you're going to need that when you go on to the next step, completing your application in Certimi. When it comes to creating your Certimi account, it's important that you understand and remember that this account that you set up, you're going to need to use this through your certification journey. When you become registered, when you upload your transcripts, when you submit your externship hours and your work experience hours. So you're potentially going to be using this account for years to come. So make sure that you remember your username and your password. As you're going through that, you're checking off all the boxes. We actually have another video that I'll link down below that will take you over to a more in-depth video that we have about applying for your RADT. But after you sign your scope of practice, you go through all these areas, then what I see is that people will become impatient when it comes to the approval process. You would think that when you submit your application and it's complete, that it would kind of like automatically generate the approval. It appears that it's still processed manually. And because of that, what they say on the website is give it at least 30 days. If you check back in after 30 days and you notice that it's still not completed, then you're going to want to give them a call and follow up on it. Again, I give you more details about that process in the video. What I see with a lot of registrants is that they'll complete portions of it. And when they do, they'll come back maybe a week or two later, finish off the rest. They'll say, I completed my application like 2 months ago and it's still not approved. Now you started the application maybe 2 months ago. It's important to remember that CCAPP won't even get to your application until 30 days after you've completed it. So my recommendation is that you complete it in one sitting. In the description box, I'm going to add some additional resources that we feel will help you as registrants. We created a community specifically for RADTs and other registrants through other boards in California, where you can have some additional step-by-step resources, support, and guidance. Even have the ability to send me direct video questions, because I understand how difficult it could be when you're going through this process. It could seem overwhelming, but with support from the community, we're here to support each other, because the reality is you are the future SUD counselors that we need out there working in the field. So anything we can do to be of assistance to you, we want to make sure that we do so. Make sure to check our channel for other videos on your CCAPP or CADTP certification and your journey of working in the SUD counseling profession.